Hello again! Well, it's been 4 weeks since I last focused on my collection, so it's time for episode 3 of Focus on My Collection. And we are in the antique shop of my first Canal house. And I will focus on a few pieces, and one of them is the center table right there. And the other one will be the table on the left. And I will have to take them out to show you what's on there. I have to do that with both hands because I'm really scared something's going to drop. So I have to put the camera down for a second. Now, I have to be really careful. And as I said, the other piece is going to be this table here. Let me just take that as well. Very careful. I'll just turn it that way. No wonky candles. Well, a little bit. I have a viewer with OCD, and she, or he, I think it was a she, commented on the wonky candles. I thought that was so funny. Yeah, they're real candles. And, oops, they, sometimes they fall over. There. When I was moving this piece, I thought this feels familiar. So I think I've shown you this before, but as I have many new viewers and this is about my collection, I thought I'd show it to you anyway. So the table, or maybe I should first talk about the pieces on there, and as I remove them, the table will show, and I'll talk about the table last. That's a better idea. So here this is the first piece. This is a rope barrel, and you can see the rope. You can pull the rope, it comes out, and it's beautifully made. And if you turn this piece on the side, the rope goes back in. There is the rope in there. This was made by Vonas Miniatures. Oh, I just the rope went all in. I'll have to pull it back out again. That's a bit fiddly. I've done that before. Not very clever. I'll have to do that. It's very fiddly to get it back into that hole. But anyway, this is made by Vonas Miniatures. I really like this piece. Beautifully turned. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is. Maybe apple. It's really nice. Love that piece. Always have. Really liked it. So, but I thought it was fitting for an antique shop because, you know, you have to tie parcels and whatnot. So I'll put that here in the shot there. So then we have the miniature tea caddy, which I think it's not signed. That's just a bit of wax to stick it down. It's not signed, but I think it was made by Malcolm Hall, but I'm not sure. I couldn't find it in my book. But it's very nice. Little ebony tea caddy, or a little box. Maybe it's not a tea caddy after all because it doesn't have compartments. But, and like I said, I'm not sure if it's made by Malcolm Hall. It could be, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's really lovely. Very nice. So I'll put that here. Then we have a cake slice. Again, I'm not entirely sure who made this. I think it may be Else Keuker, a Dutch silversmith or goldsmith. And she made a lot of tableware, but I'm not sure. It's a lovely piece though. It has a little leaf. Can you see that? At the end. Cake slice. So there's one. Then this one, the bokaal, that was made by Jens Torp, and this is based on the German bokaals. It's gilded inside. It has a little figure on the top. It's tiny, I mean, absolutely tiny. I love how he's standing. Beautiful engraved top. And now I can see it needs some more polishing. But still, it's a really lovely piece. Really lovely piece. That, what you're hearing is a piece of paper. My sleeve keeps touching it. There, I moved a little bit. Because a month ago or 2 months ago, when I was doing my first focus on my collection, the camera wouldn't focus, and the silver was shining so much that I couldn't get it focused very well. And then someone said to use white paper on either side to reflect the light, and that works a lot better. But anyway, yeah, beautiful piece. Really like that. Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. Jens Torp, of course. Here's another piece by Jens Torp. Candlestick. And yeah, it's a real candle. Sorry for the wobbly, wonky candle. I have to look up who said that, but it was kind of funny. But I can imagine if you, I have a little bit, I'm a little bit like that myself, but because it happens constantly, I put them straight, and then a day later they're wonky again. I kind of have been accepting the fact that that just happens all the time. But anyway, beautiful little candlestick by Jens Torp. I love that twisted part in the middle. So, yeah. And then here's another piece of silver. And this is by Mike Sparrow. It's a little tureen. Also, really beautiful piece. Very delicate. Beautifully made. I love the shape. And it reminds me a little bit of the melon-shaped teapot that I've got, which was also made by Mike Sparrow. Yeah, it's a gorgeous piece. It's for the dinner table, of course, but I just like to look at it, and I'll just put it on the regular table. And here's a piece by a Russian maker, Dmitry Shevchenko. I always wonder if I pronounce it correctly. This, I think, is a caviar dish, you know, with the caviar spoon. Again, beautifully made, very delicate. The back, again, is just shell motif. Very appropriate, of course, for caviar. And have a look at the little spoon. That detail on the... That is so pretty. And the back is engraved as well. I don't know what it says. I try to... Maybe it says... has the initials of Shevchenko in there. So, then we go to some glass. Again, I don't know who made it. I think this came from the collection of my friend. I think, I'm not sure. And I don't know who made it, but I like the shape, and it sort of, I have it here because it reflects, sorry, I keep touching the camera, the shape of the pokal, and also the shape of that little tureen. So, and there's a smaller one as well. Of course, the stoppers come out. There's wax in there so it doesn't fall. There's wax on the bottom. And there has been something in there, but that's a long time ago. I'm just going to lay them down so I don't get the wax on my cloth there. And then here's two more little bottles. Oh, they're stuck down. Which is good because it's scary to move these pieces. Again, really, really nice pieces. I think these may be from Gert Velka, but again, I'm not sure. I bought a lot from him in the past, and seeing these delicate stoppers makes me think it's by him. Yeah, again, very pretty. I like those. I like the shapes as well. And then here we just got some glasses. I think Dutch maker Leo Reinders. They're not expensive, but I like them. I like the shape. And I like that they're twisted. I don't know. Can't think of the word at the moment. But yeah, nice pieces. And again, they have a connection to this piece because there you see that spiral, little bit of spiral in the middle, as well. Now here's another just little vase. Again, no idea where it came from. I just liked it. This is just a magazine I made. It's an antiques magazine. Used to, I don't know if it still exists in the Netherlands. More Than Classic, it's called. And then here I've got a drawer full of, well, that one in the back is not silver. I don't know why that's in there. But here I've got a beautiful ladle, silver ladle. Again, made by Dmitry Shevchenko. Jewelry house. And like I said, it's engraved on the back. Same as the little spoon. I don't know what it says. But it's beautifully made. Oh, sorry, I keep touching the camera. Very nice detail there. Lovely ladle. And then finally we have, I'll take that out, this incredibly fine tableware, silver tableware by Mike Sparrow. And this is just, this is so beautifully made. And as you can see on the back end, there's even that little detail, you know, the slightly curved. Can you see that? Very difficult to see. I can hardly see it with the naked eye. You really have to use a magnification to see that, but it's actually there. It has that little point. And the, what are they called? Tines of the fork. They're so incredibly fine. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tableware. I mean, this is just, I always wonder how he can do that so small. But, and of course the knives as well. I have a bone, I don't think it's real bone, but bone handled knife. Again, lovely detail. Just that center bit. It's just beautifully made. Yeah, love those. Really, really like those. Now, the table. So, this table came from my friend's collection. It is, this is a drum table, but it's called a rent table. And I think when you were working on a large estate, as a farmer or a gardener, or, you know, you would get your rent paid every week, maybe, or month, I'm not sure. And they would do that with these tables. They would have the paperwork and the money in these drawers. So it's got 4 drawers all around. And yeah, and this one, which is on the floor here. There. Now this is just some wax that's on there. And my fingerprints are on there. But it's a very, very nicely made table. Lovely inlay. Just close that. No, I'll just take that out. So I'll turn it around. You can look at the feet. And this again came from my friend Ellie's collection. The legs were broken, which I had to repair. and that's why I got it. I bought it. I didn't get it. I bought it from her collection. But I don't mind. Well, I would prefer it if they weren't broken, but yeah, I just like the table, so I fixed it. It's got wooden. Actually, these I think these are kind of fun because the casters, the actual rollers are wooden. I think they're very nice, beautifully done. So see, there's the break. It's not that visible if you have it on the, just on the, sitting there, so I don't mind. So that's the first one, and then I have this other table here. And this table actually is, this was made by Kim Selwood from England, and it's an arts and crafts table by, the original was made by E.W. Godwin. And I'll show it to you later, but I really like the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octagonal design with the legs coming out at all sides. Yeah, it's really, really nice design. Love that. And here's another piece by Shevchenko, the Russian makers. And I'm not sure what this, maybe this is the caviar dish. Not sure. No, I think not. I would think that would be, I don't know, for jam or some kind of condiment. But again, lovely piece. Oh, tiny spoons. They're even smaller than the ones that were, the one that was in the caviar dish. The dishes come out. They're very pretty on the bottom as well. They're fully hallmarked, everything. Well, not everything is, but most pieces are. When they're big enough, they'll be hallmarked. I'll put it over here for now. I'll show you the little spoon. And it's the same as the other ones. This one is even smaller than, like I said, the one in the caviar dish. But it's similar. It's also engraved on the back. Again, no idea what it says. But it's very pretty. It's quite heavy for such a little spoon. And there's two. They go in here. Now the next piece is another silver piece, silver tray with, I think it's a walnut inlay, or it's mahogany, I'm not sure. It's Art Deco, and I made it in a class with Jens Torp. It was a lot of fun to do this. And the wooden tray can be taken out. I mean the inlay. It's not attached. It was a lot of fun to make it, but there were some challenges. Let's just say. One of them was that, you see that tiny little, yeah, that edge, little bit of a pearl, I think it's called pearl edging or something like that. Show it to you better. There, tiny, tiny. That's done with a tool, and you would think, oh, it's nice if you have a tool, it's easy. It's not. I think I struggled with that, and I was not alone. I wasn't the only one. A lot of people had a problem trying to get that on there. It's a tiny detail, but it's very nice. But anyway, yeah, a very nice piece. Very happy with that. I love that shape. Look at that. Beautiful curves. Art Nouveau. I said Art Deco. It's Art Nouveau. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely piece. That was a fun class. I really enjoyed that. And then here we've got two, I don't know, it's an owl, I think. And some kind of bird. I don't know who made this. Again, this came from my friend's collection, I think. It's kind of fun. Glass domes. That looks like a very exotic bird, but I like it. Oh, this side is better. I should put it like that. So that was in the owl. Yeah, fun. They're actually better without the glass, but you have to protect. If it's taxidermy, you have to protect it. It gets very dusty. I actually have a taxidermy owl in my full scale, and it doesn't have a dome, and it gets incredibly dusty. So, yeah. Right, so I have a few more pieces I wanted to show you. This is also a piece that sits under the rent table. And yeah, again, I've showed you this before, but I just wanted to show it again. This is the first piece of silver I made ever. It was in a class with Jens Torp. And I learned so much in that class. And I had a bit of a problem. Something went wrong. It wasn't my fault, but it did go wrong, and I had to start over again after working for a day and a half. So I had to start over. I had a little over a day and a half left to work on it, but I managed. I don't think I ever worked so fast in my life, but yeah, that was again very fun class, even though it was very frustrating and scary that I had to start again. But yeah, I still love it. And I also have the piece that Jens made, which is like 100 times finer. But that's, to be expected. He's the master. And then here, this is the only piece of actual antique. I have to take out the business cards I put in there. This is the only actual antique I have in my antique shop. It's, I think it's 18th century. Could be 17th century, but I'm not sure. 18th century. It's a diaper tray. This is where of course, in those days they had linen diapers for babies, and they would fold and iron the diapers, and they would be in here. And of course, this is in silver because in the 17th and 18th century, the dolls' houses had a lot of items in silver. In reality, in the real world, of course, these are made from wood. But I really like it. The thing with this one is the silver is very nice. I think it must be a finer quality silver. It's a very, I don't know, it has a very nice look. You can't really tell on camera, but in real life you can see it. It's very soft and beautiful. It has a beautiful shine to it, much nicer. Well, not much nicer, but I can tell there's a difference in the silver. So it must be a bit finer, I think. So that's the other one. And then the last one, and I nearly dropped it when I picked it up. This is the tea set. Well, first let me show you the little table. This is a little Indian or Moroccan tea table. I think it's Indian. With inlay. And this was made by Marja Keuger. And Marja is the daughter of the silversmith or goldsmith who I think made this cake slice. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if it's hers, but it could be. But this is, oh there, that one is signed. Yeah, she makes a lot of lovely wooden items. I really like this piece. Yeah. And I always have this sitting on top, which is a shame because then you can't see the inlay anymore. Now this tea and coffee set has a bit of a story to it because I picked this up as a side catch, so to speak. At an auction, I was buying something else, and this was part of the lot. I keep touching the camera. I'm so sorry. This is not my normal camera position, and I sort of have to go around with my hands. But if I put it like normally, I have the camera overhead. There we go. Doing it again. If I do that overhead, then it's very difficult to see the items, so that's why I got it like this. There. So, like I said, this was a side catch from another lot. Well, not another lot. It was the same lot, but I wanted to get something else. And this came with it. And it was really ugly when I got it. Very poorly finished. Lots of pitting everywhere. The silver was dull and ugly. And as it was a side catch, so basically I didn't pay anything for it. I decided to do some work on it myself. So I did a lot of work finishing and cleaning it. And I don't mean polishing, I mean cleaning all the little bits of, that from the casting that looked like they didn't do anything to it. It was really ugly. But it is all marked. And the thing is, it comes from a really good company who make beautiful silverware in full scale. And they actually have this particular tea and coffee set full-sized. And here's the tray. You can still see a little bit of the pitting, but not a lot. On the back it's more clear. Tiny bit left here on the back. I really did a lot of work there. And here you can see the name. I think it's Kuhn, but I think it's Gebrüder Kuhn. This is the Queen Anne. And it has all the hallmarks that go with that company. So that's how I found out that it was by them. I just don't understand if you have such a sell such beautiful silverware full scale, and you're making a miniature version of that same tea and coffee set that you sell in full scale, why would you make it so ugly? Not finish it. I just don't understand. But anyway, it's a lot better now. It could do with a little bit more work, but I'm quite happy with it. I had to make a little edit because I forgot to show you this little table made by Kim Selwood based on the original Arts and Crafts table by E.W. Godwin. And I love this table. As soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, yes. It's a wonderful design. And yeah, very happy with that. So I just thought I'd show you quickly because I forgot. Well, that's all I'm going to show you today. Now I would like to talk to you about next week, because next week is not only is it almost my birthday, but it is my 100th vlog. So I thought I'd do a little something else. I thought I'd do a little Q&A if you want to. So if you have any questions for me, nothing personal, please, just about miniatures. I may answer some of them. And the other thing I would like to do is do a little mini tour of my workshop. A week ago, one of my viewers called Ace Azar, I hope I pronounced that correctly, she asked if I had a video of all the tools I have in my workshop. And I don't think I've ever done that. But I thought it was a really good idea. So in honor of my 100th vlog, I thought I'd give a little mini tour of my workshop and show you some of my tools. I know a lot of people ask me for a tour of my workshop. It won't be a full tour because I'm working on some things and I can't show everything. But I thought it would be a really nice idea. Birthday, 100th vlog. A little bit of a celebration. So what do you think? Should I do that? And if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments, and let me see if I can do a Q&A, or if there are no questions, maybe I can think of some myself. I don't know. There. Well, that's it for this week. If you have any questions for my Q&A, please leave them in the comment section and I'll have a look at them and maybe I'll answer them, depending on what questions they are, of course. But that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Oh, forgot this one.